Cool. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Hey everybody, it's Dan from The Fold and welcome back to another episode of LEGO Ninjago's Weekly Whip. In this episode, we're going to give you an update on our good friend and Ninjago warrior, TeamJake. We're going to hit you with an unreleased whip and we're going to show you the final battle reimagined by a fan with stop motion Legos. And we have an update for you on The Fold's Legacy Whip as well. Let's whip into it! All right, it's Saturday. We're in the middle of a blizzard here in Chicago, but it's okay. We have a snowblower. After the whiteout, I couldn't find my street. I thought it might be this way, but I can't see past my feet. It's time to grab your favorite mug and join me in the weekly sip. We're going to take a simultaneous sip of whatever makes us happy all together at the same time. 1, 2, 3. All around the world. Let's go. I don't like it. What are those 4 letters when you do stuff real close to a microphone? Super creepy. So here we are, friends. It's a monumental occasion. Last week was our 25th episode of the Weekly Whip. About 6 months ago, in the throes of quarantine, I decided to go out on a limb and try this with you guys. 25 episodes flew by in no time at all. But here we are, episode 26, and I just can't believe the community that has built around this show, around Ninjago. We've come closer, we've been through hard times, and we remain strong. Speaking of hard times, myself and Tommy Andresen have tweeted about this. Our good friend Jake Pennar lost his battle with cancer last week. It feels impossible to have to tell you this. He was doing so well for so long. I celebrated myself in person with the family when he was in remission, what felt like a year ago. Cancer just continues to be an ugly disease that the best scientists in the world can't seem to figure out. George and I lost our own mother to cancer as well. I don't have the answers to this. The one silver lining is that Jake was a very devoted believer. The couple of things that got him through were the hope of being in Jesus' arms soon and Ninjago. So I think as Ninjago fans with the Weekly Whip and as a fellow believer, we can't help but just feel relief that his battle is over. He is in a better place. He is free from pain. Thank you guys, the ones who replied to my tweet and my Instagram post about this. It's been a tough week, and I'm not just saying for me, just knowing his family so closely, I'm just thinking of them and what an impossible thing this is for them to go through. So thanks for your messages, and I'll certainly keep you updated here as things happen. As you saw with Kirby, the family set up an awesome scholarship in his honor. I would imagine, Jake being written into the show Ninjago, there will be more to this story. I want to show you real quick, if we can get it, a clip of the character they wrote for Jake in Ninjago. I thought it would be fitting. Here you go.
Where'd you come from?
I saw you and came to get your autograph. Can you make it out to Jake, your biggest fan? You guys probably just saved my home and every other building here.
The other ninja did that, kid.
Why didn't you go with them?
My powers aren't so powerful anymore.
So what? You can't just quit. Ninja never quit.
I'm not quitting.
You're quitting.
It's complicated, kid. Oh, quit it with the eyes, will ya? Hey, Jake, where you going?
If you won't help the ninja, I will.
Oh, great.
I won't let you hurt them. saved the day, even without powers.
Yeah, well, I made a new friend who reminded me, Ninja never quit.
You mean me?
Yeah, Jake, I mean you.
Rip it into it, just kick back, flip around and spin, and then we jump back to it again. Ninja, ninja, come on, come on, bring it around and spin. Kick back, flip around and spin, and then we jump back to it again. Ninja, hey, ninja.
Absolutely beautiful. And I don't want to get emotional, but that's one of the things about Ninjago that keeps us coming back. It's more than just a show. It's more than just a story. The creators of this show heard Jake's story and wrote him into the script. And that's the kind of love and dedication that I look for in my life. I just thank you to the writers for doing that. I saw it at the time, right around when we were meeting Jake. They were writing him into the script, and it's just a beautiful thing. So thank you to Ninjago for doing that. All right, so this is one I've been waiting on for a while. I mentioned a bunch over the past 6 months that we had several whips for season 11 that did not get used. This one is interesting because it was actually approved at Lego and the production company, but George and I didn't like the way it turned out, so we asked for one more chance, and that's when we went in the direction of Wicked Whip. So this is a version that we were calling Ninjago Intro Hard. I believe it was based on maybe something we had heard from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which was a reference that they mentioned at the time. So let's check it out. This is gonna go quick, pay attention.
Ninja.
Oh, wow. There's a lot to unpack there. So we know we wanted to go with some upbeat drums. That's kind of a staple of the Weekend Whip. So we were going that direction, and something told me to say, everybody's ready for the weekend. Here we go. Let's check it out again.
Ninja.
Round two. Go Ninja Go. Okay. Everybody ready for the weekend, Ninjago. So, you know, this checked all the boxes as far as the production team at Ninjago went, but it's, as I mentioned, just did not feel right to George and I. We wanted one more chance, and I'm so glad we took it. That's how we ended up with Wicked Whip and Miracle Whip. But that's what's cool about the Weekly Whip, is we can show you these failed ideas. They're not all bad. It probably would have been great in its own way. I don't know how we would have turned that into a full song. Kind of dodged a bullet there, but it's cool as is. We showed you another one in Weekly Whip. I don't remember. We'll put it on the screen when we figure it out. We showed you that one. That didn't get used because we loved it. Lego didn't love it. So it's always something, you know what I'm saying? And now we want to bring you our update. We mentioned we were working on a legacy whip where we were going to have every whip represented. Here it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that it? Was that the whole thing? It was terrible. Come on, guys. Try harder. No, truth be told, we need more time. It's done. We're just going back and forth with when it should be released. We have some very exciting things coming up that are, believe it or not, a little more important than the Legacy Whip. So stay tuned. So here's something I don't think you guys have ever heard in its entirety. You may remember a few years back, Ninjago came up with something called Woo's T-shorts. Is that right? Did I say that right? George and I actually did a lot of music for those shorts, including the intro, which was kind of a slap bass kind of thing.
Come back soon.
We wrote this entire song, which was kind of an earworm around my house, but I got to thinking, I don't know that the fans have ever heard it as a complete piece of music. You've only heard it probably in the background when the band is rocking out.
Now sit back, relax, and let's rock this joint!
They told me what to do.
Yeah! I've never played an instrument in my life! I know! This is awesome!
I don't wanna do the dishes no more. I don't wanna do the dishes no more. I don't wanna do the...
Yeah!
Anyway, here it is. Check it out.
Somebody once told me, they told me what to do. I said, hey man, what about you? I don't wanna do the dishes no more. I don't wanna do the dishes no more. No way, man. I don't wanna do the dishes no more. I don't wanna do that.
I don't know, man. Something about just I don't want to do the dishes no more. I don't want to do that. That is some punk rock messaging right there. We had way too much fun with that. If you haven't checked out Woo's T-shorts, I'll put a link right here and below in the description. Please be sure to check it out. And finally, we want to spin you out with Spinjitzu Master Falcon's Final Battle Reimagined. We love this one. A lot of you are getting very good with your edits, and what's cool about this guy is he actually will take his Legos and do some stop motion with them. So in this case, he reimagined the final battle of Ninjago with his Legos. So I just thought it was so well done. We've been wanting to feature this one for a few weeks when it came out, but now is the time, so here you go.
The final battle of Season 2 of Ninjago was something that I witnessed when I was around maybe 12 or 13. This is something that we had been waiting for a couple of years prior. All of Ninjago, as of this point, had been building up to this specific moment where Lloyd unlocked his true potential and took on the Overlord in a final head-to-head battle between Golden Power and Darkness. In my opinion, this battle is still one of the greatest in Ninjago.
I proudly present the Final Battle Reimagined.
To forge the perfect weapon, you first need the right metal and plenty of heat. Cool it off, and presto!
I have come here to fight you!
You're in no shape to fight. It's over. Even wins.
A ninja never quits!
You don't even have a sword.
I don't need a sword.
Then all I have to say is goodbye.
Spinjitzu Master.
This is the final battle.
I am the ultimate Spinjitzu Master!
Where there is light, there will always be shadow.
Unless my light is bright enough! This ends now.
You can't defeat me.
Amazing job. Thank you guys so much for joining us again this week, and we'll see you next week. Same time, same channel, slightly different whip.